doing a nice, chill, relaxed approach to where we're spending our night, and our final night at that, out in the wild, because for the next week to, maybe more, we're going to be marina bound.
Yep.
So lots more to come on that front, but for now, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We just dropped Ank out here at Chuckanet Bay, where we've been many times. We spent a lot of our winter here, but it's gorgeous right now. What's the degrees?
70s. Oh, 81.
It's 81.
And the sea temperature is 67. It says.
What?
Sea temperature is 67.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Anyway, so Mike thinks he wants to put on his scuba pajamas and go for an underwater scrub clean.
Bottom clean.
We could just also, enjoy the...
Well, we could, except that...
Enjoy the sunset.
You want to go swimming anyway, I thought.
I might go swimming, but I'm just jumping in and, doing a swim. I'm not, making it productive.
Yeah, but...
I still have a lot to teach you about doing nothing. Huh?
Gotta take advantage of the warm weather. Might not be this warm again after the marina.
Getting back in your rhino suit?
Is that the front or the back?
Oh, Mike.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember. That's the back.
Okay. You just tried to get into my wetsuit.
This one seemed bigger when I pulled it out.
Did you just break my wetsuit?
No, I only got a foot or two.
How sweaty are you trying to get into this?
Really sweaty.
Oh my God. I don't know why you're doing this. There's so many options that are available to you. Have you ever thought of doing nothing or sitting down and enjoying the weather?
Yeah.
Can't believe you tried to put my scuba suit on.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Lucy. Yeah.
Very sweaty.
All right. See you later.
Let's see how murky it is already.
All right. You got your little rag?
It's so murky. I can't even see the rudder from here.
I'm not surprised.
We have plants on our propeller.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of plants?
Oh, like dandelions. I don't know. Fucking sea plants.
Sea plants? So what'd you find down there?
I found a lot of murk. Some barnacles growing on only the parts of the hull that aren't bottom painted. Like the grounding plate for the SSB had an inch thick of barnacles on it.
Did you get them?
I got that pretty much clean. The other thing is the cooling plate for the fridge, and I couldn't really get that so much.
So there is a heat wave that is sweeping through the area. I feel like I've said that a lot in these vlogs, and the definition of what I mean by that has changed a lot because it's all relative to where in the year we are. We had a heat wave in April that was 65 degrees. But there's a real serious heat wave moving through, and we've been in the Seattle area for nearly a decade and we've never seen these numbers. So we're not really in the Seattle area so much anymore since we're so far north of that, but it's even up here supposed to get warm, and I want to show you what we're in store for, or what's in store for us, I suppose is how you say that if you know what you're talking about. Monday is going to be 97 in Bellingham. Seattle says 108.
Nuts.
That is nuts.
I think the hottest is we've seen here 95 maybe.
Maybe. I mean, we haven't really approached that at all. I mean, that is like. So it's kind of a bummer that this happens to be the same week that we're going to be posted up at the dock. You know, we live on a boat, and the hottest weather we'll probably ever get here. We can't be out in the water, but it's okay. It's a very important project. We need to get it done. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. You feel better now?
Yeah, I wish I could get more of it done, but I need to get way better at holding my breath. So bad.
Yeah.
I get like 15 seconds down there maybe.
Yeah, we have a lot of free diving training to do.
So yeah, I'm too buoyant without a weight belt.
Saved by the buoyancy of citrus.
Being buoyant is a new sensation for me.
Oh, hi, Penny. You were so scared? Yeah, the boat made funny sounds while your dad was down there scrubbing away at those Barneys.
Sorry, Pen.
Sorry, Pen. Now it's time to just enjoy the sunset and the warm breeze. Today's the day.
Today's the day.
We have to get a little bit of an early start because low tide is noon.
Like 12:54.
Oh, okay, that's good. So yeah,
Yeah.
as some of you guys may remember, the last time we were in the marina, our depth sounder alarm went off, telling us that we only had a few inches below our keel at low tide. Not only are we going to be in the same exact slip,
Even lower today.
it's even lower today than it was last time. So I feel like it's been a long time since we've been in a marina, actually. Maybe it wasn't
It's
that
been
long.
over a month.
Yeah. It was
I
the
don't
last
I
moon
don't want to
cycle.
go into the marina.
It was the last full moon, right?
Yeah, it must have been.
Anyway, so we have a week or more ahead of us here with lots of work, and it's going to be hot up in these ports. So for now, it's a beautiful morning, and we're going to get this bad boy on the road.
Here at the marina to replace our standing rigging because it's 17 years old. For safety reasons, to make sure the mast stays up, and then that chain plate is corroded and has a crack in it, so that really needs to get replaced. Because if that fails, it could take the whole mast down. If any part of the rigging fails, the mast can come down. That's a bad day.
So that's what this week is all about. What's that? Like 20 projects?
Yeah, and then each one of those is made up of like a lot of different parts. It's probably also worth saying that most people pay a rigger to do this. We decided for budget purposes that we're gonna just do it ourselves.
Can you please give our moms a vote of confidence as to why this is not a scary thing to do?
It's a big job and it's an important job, but it's fairly straightforward stuff. I mean, rigging is just a bunch of wires and pins and mechanical fasteners. There's nothing there's no rocket science in it. I am also having a local rigger. He's awesome and he's willing to kind of help me as much or as little as I want. So I'm going to have him help with the forestay, which is kind of the most important, and it includes our furler. And he's going to be like lending me equipment and giving advice and stuff like that. But it's fairly straightforward.
Well, we are just like 20 minutes away from this low tide where we may or may not just kiss the bottom. And I guess it's time to let the games begin.
Alright, so job number one is we have to pull apart the bowsprit. This whole thing. to get at the chain plate, which is this piece of metal right here that our forestay attaches to. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a crack on that leading edge of the chain plate right there. And that's from crevice corrosion, which I think happened because stainless steel doesn't not rust. It just rusts a lot less than other metals. And it needs oxygen in order to keep this nice shiny coating on it. And if it doesn't get oxygen, you get what's called crevice corrosion, and it can lead to that. And I think I found a bunch of mud packed in this slot, and I think it's just got starved of oxygen over the years. So that's a super important piece. So I'm gonna start by getting our Genoa off at the furler and taken down, and then we're also going to pull the chain and all the anchor and all the chain out of the locker and just create a bunch of room in there. So step one.
This is how you know summer is here.
So I'm gonna unattach the forestay, which goes all the way to the masthead. And so what I've done is I've run a halyard down to a bridle, so that way it's centered on the boat. And this halyard goes all the way to the top of the mast as well. And I just really crank it down good, and it kind of acts as a replacement forestay while the actual forestay is unattached. Once I get the forestay out of here, then I can start to take off all this stuff and get at that chain plate. So
Massive Boat Project Week is well underway. It's already 2 p.m. I spent the morning doing some desk work while Mike did some manual labor outside, and he has just been chipping away at the projects. That's background sound you probably hear is our fans that we've just turned on for the first time and have realized are very, very loud, but they're awesome. It's definitely still warm here, but I'm sweaty. I'm also kind of just covered in water because I just hosed the dogs down on the dock. I've been doing that sort of every couple of hours to just bring their body temperature down a little bit because it is warm, but it's actually, I think it's kind of nice. We are in the middle of another low tide right now, and you can actually see the bottom under our boat right now, and it is very shallow.
Yesterday went really, really well. Yesterday went great. We got the forestay off and the bobstay off. I just got that off this morning. And that'll give our fabricator access to come in, cut this guy out. This is the chain plate. He'll cut this out, fabricate a new one. And the problem was that this is all sealed around here. It's welded, and mud and water and debris would get packed in around here. This was all packed in with mud, and just didn't let the stainless get the oxygen that it needs to stay stainless. So it ended up corroding and getting that crack in it. So I'm gonna have him slot this out because there's no reason for that to be welded there. This thing is not doing anything structurally. So I'll have him slot that out so that water and debris will drain out, and hopefully that next chain plate lasts a lot longer than 17 years. And right now I'm working on getting the bobstay chain plate out because I'm gonna inspect it, and I'm replacing the fasteners with 316 stainless fasteners instead of the 304 ones that are coming out of there. And the rigging arrives tomorrow, hopefully. It's freaking hot again.
Join us next time as the boat work continues and we sink our teeth into the giant project of replacing our own standing rigging.
It's not that early, but we're just that tired.